What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the best franchise on YouTube, the Washington Football Team franchise. In today's game, we're getting ready to take on our division rivals, the Dallas Cowgirls. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys. Go ahead, drop a like on the video. Gotta love these NFC East matchups. Not in real life. No, no, no. Not by any means in real life at all. In real life, it's painful to watch these games. It was even painful to watch the Dallas versus Eagles games. Like, so many opportunities that were just missed, and the fact that they were running so many trick plays, like I actually wanted to smack one of the coaches. But anyways, into today's game, Dallas is entering this week with a record of 3-3. Not bad, not horrible. They still have it's still very early. They could potentially win out and end up going 13-3. But I don't want to see that happen at all. But Washington is entering this week, as you already know, 6-0, still riding high, have yet to lose a game, and I would definitely hate for our first loss to be to Dallas. So I'm going to be trying my butt off to get this win here in week number 7 and move on to the bye week and wait to prepare for Lamar Jackson another time. But anyways, it's going to be a difficult game for us. So getting ready to match up here against Dallas. Dallas's strength to their team is their defensive line, and like I've told you all numerous times, the strength to this offensive line, strength to the Washington Football Team is this offensive line. So it's going to be a difficult matchup there. Another thing that ended up happening in the offseason, I didn't put it in this video because it happened literally right after that Week 7 matchup against the New York Football Giants. Hope you guys don't hate me for this, but I have kind of broken up the Alabama defense. Ended up trading away what's his name? Dang, I already traded away him. I already forgot his name. Nope, I traded away Daron Payne. I traded him to the Denver Broncos. I wasn't going to trade him at first. I was actually really starting to like having Daron Payne on the team. But when I saw that trade come through, I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and make this. So I ended up trading away Daron Payne to the Denver Broncos for a first-round pick. I mean, I think it was a good trade. Granted, it's probably going to be a late first round pick because the Denver Broncos are 6-0 as well. But we'll see what we can do with it. Maybe we end up trading a first and a second away to someone and pick up an offensive lineman that's a beast, or we just hold on to that first round pick and just have 2 going into the draft. So I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Anyways, in a 3rd and 4 here early with our football team, going to ask Dwayne Haskins to see if he can pick this one up, and he throws into traffic. Luckily, that was not intercepted. Late throw deep to J.D. McKissick. Should have been intercepted. Call on Tressway to put this one away. Washington's first drive goes 3 and out. So definitely not what I was expecting, as I wasn't expecting the punt returner to run backwards, but I'll take that. 1st and 10, Dallas on the field. Dak Prescott drops back to throw, getting pressure and almost throws an interception of his own. Hit Kendall Fuller right in the head, and he just couldn't catch it. 2nd and 10. Dallas is going to run the ball with Ezekiel Elliott. Reuben Foster is able to corral him for just a gain of 4 yards. 3rd and 6. We could potentially have the 3 and out here by the Dallas Cowboys. Dak is going to drop back to throw and ends up finding Michael Gallup all the way up to the 45-yard line, keeping this drive alive for Dallas. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Dak still throwing the ball. Is going to connect with his tight end, Blake Jarwin. And Jarwin just unable to get away from Reuben Foster and gets knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Gained nothing. 2nd and 10, Dak Prescott still throwing the ball, and he has a man wide open. It's Amari Cooper right up the seams, split right between Kendall Fuller and Troy Apke into the end zone for the first touchdown of the day by Dallas. Completely blown coverage. I don't know what the hell just happened there. Our coverage was just not there. Like, I don't know what else to say. It was just horrible coverage. 1st and 10, next Washington possession. Definitely don't want to go 3 and out here. Especially, we definitely want to answer this touchdown put up on the board by Dallas. Haskins is just off target. Misses J.D. McKissick, who was wide open. Come back on 2nd and 10, and Haskins still throwing. Throws an interception right to Anthony Brown, and to make matters even worse, Anthony Brown gets up, and he's going to return this one all the way for 6. Nobody's going to touch him. So down 14 points early. Oh, this is really bad. Probably going to have to start taking the ball out of Dwayne Haskins' hands. We're throwing the ball a little bit too much. Like I mentioned in the pregame, we're a run team. Washington is normally a run first, run second, and depending on the down and distance, we're a run 3rd team. I have no problem running the ball on a 3rd and 5 or a 3rd and 6. Just put that out there. 1st and 10 after the run by Antonio Gibson, he's able to make Jalen Smith miss. Gets tackled by Anthony Brown at the 46-yard line. Second and 4, we're going to run the jet sweep with Terry McLaurin. He's able to get past one guy and, just steps out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Everson Griffin is hurt on the play. I hope he's out for the game, at least just for this game. I don't hope that he's out for multiple weeks, just for this game. Just make things a little bit easier for me to run the ball against this Dallas defensive line. First and 10, Haskins under pressure ends up finding his guy Terry McLaurin, who runs through Anthony Brown, is going to stunt his way into the end zone for the first touchdown of the day on the board for the Washington football team. I know what you guys are going to say. I always talk about stunting into the end zone, dancing into the end zone when you're down, but why are you going to do the same thing that you just talk about that you hate? Look, it's different. It's different, man. I enjoy doing. I had to do that. It's Dallas. Anyways, next Cowgirls possession. Dak Prescott's going to hand the ball to Ezekiel Elliott, and he is off and running across midfield. Finally brought down at the 27-yard line. Definitely wasn't expecting a chunk play like that to be hit, and we're going to have to fix that. We can't allow too many of those big runs to happen. For one, because it's going to be a long game, and for two, big runs like that lead to a blinking Ezekiel Elliott, and you do not want to deal with a blinking Ezekiel Elliott. I do not want to deal with a blinking Ezekiel Elliott. Down to the goal line, first and goal from the 5-yard line. Dak's going to drop back to hand the ball to Ezekiel Elliott. Gets met in the backfield by Chase Young. Second and goal from the 4-yard line. Tony Pollard in there, and he's going to go nowhere. Gets stopped at the 5 by Montez Sweat. Third and goal from the 5-yard line. Prescott's under pressure, and it's Thomas Davis Sr. breaking through for the sack. Thomas Davis Sr. It's good to see him actually on the field making plays. Last week we didn't ask for Thomas Davis to do too much for us because, let's be honest, Thomas Davis Sr., good player, but he is very slow. He cannot keep up with people like Lamar Jackson, so I had to do what's best for the team. First and 10, next Washington possession, we're going to hand the ball off to Antonio Gibson. Gains 9 yards up to the 34-yard line. On second and 1, we're going to put the ball in the air. Probably a bad decision as Haskins was hit as he's thrown. Luckily, it wasn't intercepted. Come back on third and 1, hand the ball right back off to Antonio Gibson. Like I said, we need to get back to being a run first, run second, and even potentially a run third team. Don't throw the ball so much. If we do throw the ball, it needs to be on plays like this, like the jet sweeps to Terry McLaurin. Looks like we cut it up early. Looked like we had a bunch of room there on the outside if we didn't cut it up early. Probably would have been able to pick up the first down, maybe even possibly make a move and pick up get into the end zone. Second and 2, Haskins with all day to throw, just couldn't find anybody. Ends up throwing that one away. Coming back on third and 2, throwing the ball with Dwayne Haskins. Still has all day to throw. Ends up finding Sims down at the 5-yard line for the first down. As long as his offensive line is holding up like that, this is great. I've never had this much time to just sit and chill in the pocket with Dwayne Haskins. First and goal, we're going to hand the ball to Antonio Gibson. Run hurry up because we have Dallas in a very good defense. They end up burning their first time out. Smart decision, but you're just delaying the inevitable. We end up running the ball on first and goal again with Antonio Gibson, and he's in there for his 14th rushing touchdown on the season, and Washington's deficit is now at 3 points. Just need another stop on defense. Our defense has been doing great so far. They end up the last Cowboys possession, they stopped them down inside the 5-yard line and held them to a field goal. So I'm feeling comfortable about this defense. I think we can do. We're up to the task. After the first and 10 incompletions, come back on second and 10. Dak Prescott going to drop back to throw. Ends up connecting underneath to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. Gets up to the 40-yard line, keeping the drive alive. First and 10 from the 40-yard line. Dak Prescott in the shotgun. He's going to hand the ball off to, Ezekiel Elliott, and he gets another gain of over 10 yards. I'm not quite sure exactly what the counter is on Ezekiel Elliott's X Factor, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around 3 or 4 rushes of over 10 yards. So right now he's already got 2. We don't want to deal with the blinking Ezekiel Elliott. I can't stress that enough. Third and 6 after the catch by Blake Jarwin. Dak Prescott's going to run hurry up here, and the 2-minute warning hits. So, I guess they come out in the exact same play. Third and 6, ends up throwing short to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. Connects, but he's unable to get the first down. Fourth and 1, we're loading the box. We know Zeke is coming. We're bringing Landon Collins down to the box. Dallas didn't like the look that we gave them. They come out, call timeout. and they come out in another formation. And we're expecting Ezekiel Elliott. It is a handoff to Zeke. Landon Collins was able to meet him in the hole, and Fuller was able to clean up, and we end up stopping them. So this is a stop that we needed. We have the chance to take the lead here or potentially tie it with Washington. Just take our time, run our game, and we'll get into scoring range. First and 10, we run the ball with Antonio Gibson, picks up the first down. Second and 10, we're not taking the ball away from him, and he's able to fight through the Leighton Van Der Esch tackle, stretch the ball out for another first down. 20 yards on the last two plays. First and 10, we try to throw the ball with the jet sweep, and Terry McLaurin just unable to turn the corner there. Second and 11, we're going to ask Haskins to make a throw, and he ends up throwing a complete dot to Terry McLaurin down to the 23-yard line. Already in field goal range with the chance to tie this game, but we're looking for the end zone. Second and 9, Haskins back to throw. Couldn't find anybody deep. Checks it down to J.D. McKissick in the flats, and he's able to make the catch down to the 18-yard line. Washington calls their second timeout. Third and 5, looking for someone trying to make a play, and he ends up throwing an interception right to the linebacker Gaithers. Oh, so unfortunate, man. So unfortunate. Just try to make a play. McLaurin was open. It's just I don't know if it was just a bad throw or just a better play by that linebacker there. Second and 10, Cowboys with 11 seconds here. See if they can get anything going out of the Wildcat with Ezekiel Elliott. I just don't want him to gain more than 10 yards here. I'm just trying to use up this clock. Cowboys call timeout. 8 seconds left. Still running the Wildcat. They're not going to hand it off to Ezekiel Elliott. They're going to hand it off to Pollard, which is fine. Just go ahead and let him run out the rest of his clock. We got Troy Apke. He's fast enough to keep up with him, and he does just that. Tackles Tony Pollard, and that's going to be how the first half ends. So kind of unfortunate. We could have potentially gone to the first half, or into the second half with the game tied at 17 if it weren't for that interception thrown by Haskins. I wanted to run the ball, but at the same time, I wasn't comfortable because I didn't want to waste my last timeout. Because if I ran the ball, I was just basically saying, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and take my field goal. And like I said, I wanted the touchdown. So second and 12, next Cowboys possession. Dak ends up finding his running back Ezekiel Elliott out in the flats again. He's been throwing the ball to Ezekiel a lot. As long as you're throwing the ball to him, I'm fine with it. Just don't run the ball with that dude. Third and 1, Dak Prescott's under pressure. Try to hit his man Ezekiel Elliott out of the backfield. Just the pressure from Montez Sweat caused him to overthrow Zeke by 5 yards. And the defense holds. This is exactly what we needed. Get the ball right back to our offense. See if we can march this thing down the field. Either get a field goal to tie this game up, or I'd rather get the touchdown and take the lead. Try to run the jet sweep with Terry McLaurin. Just Leighton Van Der Esch just all over that. We're unable to turn the corner at all. Try to come back on second down, and Leighton Van Der Esch is there again, stopping us short for just a gain of 1 yard. Third and 8, needing Dwayne Haskins to make a play. Looking for Terry McLaurin, and it's intercepted by Anthony Brown for his second interception. He's trying to return this one for 6. Luckily, Antonio Gibson's able to make the tackle at the 35-yard line. And I don't know what to say, man. We're crumbling. Jet sweep here of their own. They try to run it with Tony Pollard. Troy Apke's all over that one. Stops it for a gain of only 4 yards. Second and 6. Looks like Washington is setting up a blitz. We're expecting a run here by Ezekiel Elliott. Have everybody up in the box. They ended up throwing the ball. We try to go up for the hit stick with Landon Collins, and we pay the ultimate price for it. Ezekiel Elliott is free up the sideline into the end zone for another Dallas touchdown. 10-point lead here in the second half. Man, we had the opportunities to score, but we're literally throwing them away with Dwayne Haskins. Just like I said, we need to get back to running the ball, and we need to stop running these jet sweeps because the Cowboys are all over it. Jalen Smith all over this one, stopping us for a loss of 1 yard. Second and 11, throwing the ball to Sims again, but this time throwing it to him in the flats. He's able to pick up the first down up to the 36-yard line. First and 10, handing the ball off to J.D. McKissick. He's able to pick up a nice gain of 10 yards in the first down up to the 46-yard line. Washington is moving the ball. Just need to keep this pace. End up hitting McKinnis out in the flats, and he takes a shot from Anthony Brown, who's just having a hell of a day, but holds onto the ball. Second and 1, Antonio Gibson out in open field, just unable to make that guy miss, but picks up the first down up to the 33-yard line. Wildcat formation here with Gibson. He loves to run this play, and he's able to break free. Anthony Brown chasing him. He runs through that tackle, gets brought down at the 8-yard line. First and goal from the 8. McKissick in the backfield, hand the ball off to him, and gosh, Leighton Van Der Esch is that dude. He's just all over the field, making plays left and right. Washington's going to run hurry up. we're gonna audible back to the stretch that we audible out of. Second to goal from the 4 yard line. 6 seconds left here. We definitely would love to get a touchdown before we get into the second half, into the fourth quarter. Doesn't look like that's about to happen. Third quarter, 5 seconds left. We end up handing the ball off, and Leighton Vander Esch again, all over the place, stopping us with a goal line stand. So starting off the fourth quarter, Washington has to settle for the 3. Again, I didn't want to settle for the 3 there. I wanted the touchdown. I wanted to get in the end zone and try to get a stop here on defense and potentially have the chance to take the lead with another touchdown. But it is what it is. We just got to play the game that of how it is. Dak Prescott's going to roll out here on first down. Doesn't see anybody. Takes off and picks up the first down. Montez Sweat was back in coverage, just unable to chase down Dak Prescott. Oh, gosh. I hope I don't have to say that anymore. But on first and 10, Dak Prescott's looking to take a shot for Amari Cooper and ends up finding Landon Collins, the reigning defensive player of the week. Had 2 interceptions last week. Gets his first this week against Dallas. God, Leighton Vander Esch, you're all over the place. Let us live. Let us breathe. Ends up bringing down Gibson just for a gain of 2 yards. Second and 8, Dwayne back to throw. Ends up hitting McKissick out of in the flats. Doesn't gain anything at all. Probably should have just dropped that ball. Third and 8, Haskins back to throw. Needing to make a play. Throws it up for his receiver, Foster. And Foster makes the catch. Just unable to get a foot down inbounds. Fourth and 8, Washington definitely feeling like we need to go for this one right here. We need to make a big play. And Haskins threads the needle right in front of Jalen Smith for the first down. Sims just falls down. Don't take a shot from Jalen. That's the last thing we need. First and 10 from the 25-yard line. Bryce Love in there for his first carry. He's going to run the Wildcat. Doesn't get anything because the Cowboys have figured this Wildcat out. Their linebackers are literally flying all over the field. Second and 9, Haskins has the wide open McKissick on the wheel route and just completely overthrows him. Third and 9, needing Haskins to make another play, and he does, finding his receiver Edmonds. Beautiful coverage there by Chidobe Awuzie. Just a better catch by that wide receiver. First and goal from the 11-yard line. Still sticking with the Wildcat formation. I don't know why. Dallas has it all figured out. Only gaining 1 yard there. Second and 9, we hand the ball off to Gibson again. He gets stopped in the backfield, losing 3 yards. Third and 11, needing Haskins again. We've needed Dwayne Haskins to make these throws all the drive long because the run game is just not there. He ends up finding his running back in the flats and brings up a 4th and 2. No choice but to go for it here. And Haskins delivers an absolute dot to his tight end, Logan Thomas, in the end zone. And now all we need is the field goal. All we need is the field goal to tie this game up. You know, when I normally put field goals in, we miss it. Not today, though. We end up making this one with Dustin Hopkins, tying the game up with 2 minutes left. Well, under 2 minutes left. Each team still has all their timeouts, but I'm feeling a little bit better. I feel like we can get a stop here. My defense has been playing shutout, amazing. The only reason why the Cowboys are winning is just because the offense has just been giving the ball right back to them after the defense makes their plays. First and 10, Dak Prescott ends up finding his receiver, Michael Gallup, underneath. Ends up getting thrown forward. I hate that animation. Ends up getting thrown forward for the first down. Cowboys are going to run hurry-up offense here. Dak Prescott still in the shotgun from the 35-yard line. Going to drop back to throw and looking for his tight end, Blake Jarwin, and picks up a gain about 13 yards, 13 maybe 14 yards for another Cowboys first down. Remember the situation. A touchdown wins the game right here. These last 2 plays for the Cowboys, 2 plays, they've gained well over 20 yards. We definitely want to get that number down a little bit. First and 10, Prescott looking to throw in traffic to CeeDee Lamb. And what? What? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Horrible throw, horrible read, and Madden just bails him out. I don't know what else to say, just bails him out. Washington back on the field. I mean, it's not completely over. We still have our 3 timeouts. Beautiful throw there on the line, on the sideline by Dwayne Haskins. Ends up finding Terry McLaurin out of bounds. First and 10 from the 47-yard line. And, of course, the lag has to hit me. That's not an editing issue. Literally, it lagged like crazy on me. Second and 10 after the incompletion. Haskins back to throw once more. We cannot run the ball here. Well, we could, but it's not going to do us much. We need a lot of yards, quick, fast, and in a hurry. We end up finding Antonio Gibson. Makes a spin move down to the 44-yard line, and we burn our first time out. On third and 1, Haskins back to throw, looking for someone, and Everson Griffin comes through for the sack. 4th and 15, needing to play here. This is do or die, and we die. Terry McLaurin just unable to make the catch. Gives the ball right back to the Cowboys, who are going to need things out, and that's how Washington loses their first game, off of a crazy pass that was meant for CeeDee Lamb that got popped up in the air after somehow he got his hand on the win. Like, he literally stuck his hand through Ronald Darby, got his hand on the ball, and tips it to Amari Cooper. So leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more Washington football team franchise videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.
And out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially.